All right, it's showing we're live, having a little fun. Always having fun. Let me switch this over here so you can see what's going on. How are you guys doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. How is life? How is life? Hopefully it is well. All right. There's a lot of people traveling right now. We bought tickets on a cruise ship about 9 months ago, and we're going to go check out the UK, go around it. We got 9 different stops. Should be pretty interesting. Very excited. Family's excited. And then I'm kind of like a little nervous as well. But we got a cool thing going. So I'll show you guys this. It's going to be all yucky looking. And then we'll talk about it a little bit. So if you guys have been to Europe, Ireland, Scotland, and all that other stuff, London, Paris, Inverness, Robin Jones, what's up? Edinburgh, London, Paris, Liverpool, Belfast, Dublin, Cork, Guernsey, and Glasgow. So we're going to Scotland, Northern Ireland, London, France. I don't know. Wife's been wanting to go forever. We got married almost 20 years ago, and she wanted to go, basically first 5 years or whatever we had been married. And we ended up having kids, and life gets busy. So finally, after 20 years, and we're taking the kids, got some older kids now, so it's actually enjoyable. We did a couple cruises where they're pushing them through the stroller, which is a pain in the ass, through Hawaii. It was fun, but it was a lot of work having a stroller and a diaper bag and all that other crap that comes along. But yeah, we're excited. So we're going to fly to London. And man, that iced tea video I did, a lot of people are commenting on that one. It's funny. But anyways, it should be a good time. And then I was kind of a little worried about, all the refugees and all this kind of stuff. And I got a friend there, Val. He's bald and curious. He just spent some days over there, and I asked him basically how safe was it and how secure was it. And he said it's good. He said he didn't see any issues, didn't see any problems, but he was in the tourist area. He said probably if you were to go down some of the back streets or, bad parts of town, not the tourist areas, that, you could have some problems. Hey, Zach, how you doing? But so that felt a little more comforting, because if you're not familiar, you can't even have a knife, not even a knife. So hey, we got Papa's Place out there. Find the nearest pub, go inside, drink pints, and eat pub food till you can't move. Enough said. Now, have any of you guys been there before? Is there some magical thing that I need to see while I'm there? That there's a couple of places we were supposed to go. I wanted to go to Jameson, check out how they make whiskey. So I bought a tour from the cruise ship on that. That should be pretty fun. My family... No, we're doing something else. Some with let's see if it's on here. Like Swarovski or something. We're going to some crystal place where they have like crystal. Let me see if it's on here. It doesn't say on this one. But yeah, we're going all over the place. Going to Glasgow, Edinburgh, Gordon, Scotland, Dublin, Ireland, Liverpool, England, Cork, Ireland, Guernsey, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, Edinburgh, Scotland, Paris, Normandy, and London, England. So excited. Never been there before, Robin says. Just the inside of every pub you can find. Sounds like Papa's been around the block around that place. So we're excited. Some of the things, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, you got to fly there, obviously, unless you want to paddle a boat or something. Please at least carry a roll of coins with you. I know they don't allow people self-defense tools, so that would be easily. That's actually a great idea. I know I was kind of trying to figure out some of the things that I could utilize besides just basically having your head on a swivel and, really paying attention to what people are doing. And I don't know how crazy it is. I don't know if it's like New York where there's so many people that you probably can't look at everybody. I don't really have a clue. I've never really wanted to even go over there. But, being married and wanting to stay married, sometimes you do shit you don't want to do, right? But it'll be a good adventure. Usually always is. My wife drags me. I complain. And then I get there and I'm having a good time. But I think I just like to complain is half the problem, which I don't know. Maybe most men do. I don't know. Maybe you guys can sound out about that. I'm sure Robin will tell you they do. But looking forward to it, but still kind of a little, not so much nervous, but really trying to make sure, it sucks. You can't have a gun. You can't have a knife. I'm pretty sure I couldn't bring the hammer with me. As little as this is, it's better than nothing. Maybe I can find a tool or something over there. I don't know what all the rules are. I know you don't have the freedom of speech. Basically, that's something that I'll need to take into consideration. There's a lot of ethnicities and there's a lot of this, and I'm not a racist at all in any manner of the way. But you're just gonna have to keep your eyes open and hope for the best and hope nothing happens, and we shall see. So some of the things that I do, pretty much I think everybody here knows that I fly back and forth from each coast to go to work. So I figured I'd share some of this crap I got with me. Some of the things that I like to carry this is basically like a pillow, but it's a blanket rolled up into a pillow. Sometimes the planes are freezing ass cold, depending on the elevation and the weather. So it's nice to have something. I try to wear shorts most of the time. So sometimes it's a little chilly. So I'll use that as either a pillow or a blanket, depending on what I need. Papa had a good idea. An umbrella walking cane makes good defense. Oh, nice. And doesn't it rain there a lot? So that would be kind of normal, right? Maybe I'll go buy me a bulletproof, not in the word meaning bulletproof, but like a badass, very tough kind of umbrella. Yeah, because I have to protect my wife and my 2 kids. My son's, he's 16. He's a tall, skinny little guy, so he's not really, doesn't have any mass to him yet. But I think it would be me basically trying to protect the 4 of us, which could really suck because I'm not in any word of the way any kind of like martial art expert at all. I don't even study anything. I studied Ching Ching Pao. That's the only art form I study. But yeah, it'll be tough. So hopefully nothing happens, And I guess I'm just seeing stuff on the news and seeing mostly YouTube of stuff that happens there, and that stuff could be happening miles and miles away or hundreds of miles away from where we're going to be. But it's like always, it's always in the back of my mind, especially when I'm thinking like, because my wife, she doesn't really look at that kind of stuff and worry about anything. She's just kind of a, happy-go-lucky. She worries about everything in one aspect, but doesn't worry about, in my mind, the important. So, I keep telling her, just we gotta pay attention and look around. Situation, like Hawkins says, will be your best bet, just like during regular activities. Great point. PT-42, a Kingsman umbrella. I haven't seen those. Sounds like an umbrella a king would definitely have. But yeah, something stout. I think you guys are on the right idea with the umbrella. you know, most umbrellas, if not all of them, they have that sharp point on the end. You could stick that in someone's throat if you needed to, or whatever the case is. So I like that idea. So I might be buying me an umbrella when I get there. Nordic Resilience, thanks for showing up. There's a nice self-defense umbrella. The shitty part is I fly out in the morning, so trying to order something isn't going to work, but it says search Canadian Prepper umbrella here on YouTube in 2 videos. Does it have like a hidden knife or some shit in it where I'm going to write it down because I would like to check it out. So here I go, writing it down. Canadian Prepper umbrella. Now, we went to Canada last year. Was it even last year? When the kids are out in spring? Or maybe it was last year summer. I don't remember. But very beautiful country. We had a great time there. It was very clean. People were very nice. Didn't run across any crazy stuff that you would see on TV. Crazy Prepper umbrella. So I was a little worried before we went to that trip, and it all worked out great. So I wrote it down. Thanks, PT42. And I'll take a look at that after we get off of this. But I really like that umbrella idea for sure. I have seen a few that, you know, are pretty built like a brick shithouse, which would be pretty cool. You could really you could utilize that. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more, Kingsman umbrella, PT42, maybe what it does or whatever. Actually, it was Nordic. Sorry, I'm screwing this all up. Nordic Resilience was saying the Canadian Prepper umbrella. Maybe you can tell us about it a little bit. Bizarrizza has entered the chat. What's up? All right, so back to this stuff. Maybe Nordic can tell us a little bit about it. So I was telling you about the blanket for travel. Definitely helps out a lot. It makes life a lot more comfortable. I have a good video out. Pop's Quest is in the house. He's always cracking up. He must be driving. But this pillow. So I ended up going with the pillow. I always thought they were kind of stupid. Just because you see people, they're basically around the airport because they have nowhere to put this thing. You know, they're like walking through the airport with this damn thing. And whatever the case is. Thing different about this one, and I'm not saying this is some magic one. It is called Sleep Life, but it's memory foam, and it actually clicks right here. When you travel a lot and you try to sleep on the plane, basically, you know, and this stretches out depending on how much you need. But it's a great pillow for traveling, and it folds up really nice. Folds up in this bag here, and then you don't look silly carrying around a pillow. And not to so much say it's silly, but when you travel all the time, you can kind of tell who the new guy is for the most part. So having that stuff's always nice. Definitely lots of snacks. Sweet tea, obviously, I can't bring sweet tea into the airport, so I have to buy it there, which sucks ass because one of those little ones is basically $4. And most of you guys know how much I drink sweet tea. So it can get a little expensive. So, you know, buying beef jerky, different types of snacks, peanut butter stuff, cookies, nuts, whatever, is definitely helps out. What's weird is when you get on, at least the airplanes I fly on, I fly Southwest, they take your drink order, then they give you a snack, right? So they give you crackers or pretzels or some shit that dries your mouth out, and then it seems like they take forever to actually get your drink to you. So it's nice always having something with the lid's always nice, just because you can always have it with you. The Godfather is here too, I see. Yes. Pops, I think some of the Ammo Mafia guys liked my video I did for the iced tea. Got quite a few of those guys that commented on it, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to go through withdrawals, but English or the UK should have a bunch of tea, right? It should be good. That's where we threw all the tea in the thing and all that bullshit. Some headphones. These ones are kind of low budget. Basically, I lost my iPod, not my iPod, my Apple earbuds, and so one of the terminals I was in had, let's see, about the umbrella, no hidden knife or anything like that. So should be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem with UK laws, but it is crazy sturdy built and have a knob at the handle that sort of works like a club. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's probably unsweetened, but I'm sure they got sugar. Now these aren't the greatest. These are Sony. These have a wire on them, so I went cheap route because I figured I was on an airplane and it's not like I'm going to be jogging around or anything. But the noise cancellation part on these things. Hey, Jeff, how are you, my friend? Noise cancellation is a very, very, very important. Drowns out kids crying. It drowns out, the hum of people talking. It drowns out just the air noise of us flying through the air, which is sometimes soothing, but it doesn't get rid of kids kicking your seat. So these aren't that magical. Now, when they come out with a pair that do that, I'm going to sign up for those for sure. But yeah, it definitely takes out that kind of stuff. You can have it where you're listening to something and it just makes it so much more clear, or you can have it where it's just on and you don't have any music playing and it kind of just turns everything into like a white noise. That was a good investment. I think I paid 40 something bucks for them, so they're cheap, but those are worth the money. The only thing that sucks about them is they store up pretty flat, but they're not in a case, so they could be easily broken. Good. Thank you for sending my best to you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that for sure. This is kind of the stuff. So a couple years ago, I got stuck in a couple of airports and it was really frustrating. For the fact is if you're on basically like a red eye or a late flight and you're going to another airport and then basically need to continue on, if depending on the hours, you may get to the airport so late that the terminal shut down. And when the terminal shut down, I had this happen to me in Texas one time. It was due to weather. It was Texas was flooding, which seems like they're flooding a lot actually. But the terminal had closed down, no flights in or out. I think just the fact that people at the time they couldn't get to the airport, and then all the hotels were booked for the people that were there already earlier that had a chance to get a hotel. So we stayed at the airport and slept at the airport. Some of the things I try to keep with me is, usually I don't have these in here, but a pair of flip-flops. But, a shirt. Yeah, look at this shirt. C-Max, baby. So that's one of the shirts that I have. But the a shirt, a change of underwear, if you're, what else I got in there? So usually I have a pair of shorts in there, but they're not in there. Just having a change of clothes, basically. I don't even use a luggage bag. So I don't have luggage stored under the plane that you would normally get. So if something was to happen, I'll keep a toothbrush and, like deodorant and stuff that'll just make you feel human after you've been sitting in the airplane for forever. Some wet wipes. Your needed YouTube charging shit for your phones, right? Another deodorant. Some socks. Socks are important. They don't take up much room, but it's nice to have a fresh pair of socks if you needed. Copious amounts of snacks. That Pop-Tart is dead. Look at that thing. But it's still edible, so she'll go back in there for sure. Got little fruity snacks. So a couple more packs of fruity snacks. I'm kind of glad we're doing this because I need to clean this shit out for this next flight. I have, I don't know what the hell this is. A double plug. I think I was on an airplane one time that had the plugs like this, which doesn't make sense because I haven't seen those in years. A good quality bag. I've had this bag for probably 12 years. It's a North Face bag. Works awesome. Has been for years and years. What I got in here? Oh, this is for, I don't really have any fans, but I do have stickers and stuff. If you ever come across somebody that actually knows my channel, that's happened once actually in California, which is cool. I seen it happen to Coda Boy at the shoot when we go shoot. Got some more little plugs and SD cards for YouTube crap. Let's see. That's basically it. Some paperwork and more plugs for YouTube crap, some mints, and then some good old-fashioned foamy earplugs. These are pretty important, especially if you don't have a noise-canceling device. But that'll keep your sanity if you're having some little shitbag kid behind you kicking you or whatever the case is. It might just keep you from going and getting arrested. But that's it. A worn out toothpick, a couple little coins, and that's what I roll with. Some of the things that I'll change up for this trip is I'll make sure I got the pillow, the blanket. I also have a set of clothes in there as well, deodorant, basically the normal shit you see here, but maybe a few extra things. Oh, Snickers. Yeah, Snickers are great. They got a good protein. I think most of the time I like beef jerky. Definitely beef jerky. I like pistachios. Usually the employees look at you and they're going to beat your ass if you make a mess with them. So, you know, I'll load up like a Ziploc bag full of pistachios, and then I'll throw a couple extra bags in there. That way I can throw the shelled ones in there, keep them from being an asshole. Phil M. Rivers is here. But peanuts are good, that kind of stuff. There is times when people have allergies, so I will ask the person sitting next to me, do you have a peanut allergy? Last thing I want to do is have to work on an airplane. So if they do, that's kind of the reason why I'll have options of different stuff I can eat. Never had anybody say no. These are my favorite over Snickers all day long. Who likes these more than Snickers? Let's see what we got, guys and gals. M&Ms or Snickers? M&Ms or Snickers? But it's good to have snacks, especially if you, sometimes you can be on the tarmac waiting for some, whatever the hell happened. There was one time we got stuck. There was somebody in the back of the plane. Luckily, I was sitting up front, causing a ruckus, but we didn't hear any of it in the front. We kept seeing the stewardess go back and forth, and you know, you could tell something was going on, but you know, you couldn't hear like people shouting or anything. Well, at the end of the day, we had to do an emergency, I don't know, not an emergency landing, like, you know, half the motor fell off kind of shit, but we had to do we were almost to San Diego, and then they turned us around to Arizona, and we had to land for some asshole that Zach, some asshole, I guess there was a guy holding a guy down because he was being disorderly or whatever the case was. So all that shit was going on in the back and we didn't know in the front. And so we had to do the emergency, because once you get used to flying, you're like, you know when you're going to turn, you know when you're going to do this. You kind of look at your watch and look through the window. You're like, oh, I'm in Texas. Okay, now I'm in New Mexico. You know, now I'm in shitty-ass California. And all of a sudden, they just started banking right or left. I can't remember what it was. And I'm like, this isn't supposed to happen yet. And sure as shit. So we land as soon as we get to the terminal where the thing, you know, bumps up against the plane. We had cops coming from the back of the plane, which they came up one of those little like scissor lift things to the back of the plane and the front of the plane. Basically got this guy and drug his ass out of the plane, and then we got to take off again. he was probably pissed because we had already waited 2 hours, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get to is you may be stuck on a tarmac waiting just till, you know, there may be a whole huge line of planes waiting to go because something happened or whatever the case is. So you're not in the terminal where you can go to the stores, eat something, have dinner, or lunch, breakfast, and you're basically they're not going to serve you until they're up in the air. And shit, after a couple hours, you know, that sucks ass. So they're probably not going to serve you because if you have water or whatever you're drinking, you know, it could spill when they finally get to take off. But I don't know. So it's nice to have that kind of stuff. But who, since more people have showed up, who has been to Europe? Is there anything that I need to go visit besides just the normal tourist stuff? Something magical maybe you guys or gals saw on, I don't know, a movie, or maybe you visited and you saw some incredible sight that, you know, everybody should see. And then we got Phil and Rivers that says both M&Ms and Snickers. See, Phil, this is the problem with America now. You get one answer, M&Ms or Snicker. See, I didn't even say Snickers. I just said Snicker. Pick one. Pick one. All right, the local pubs. So that's cool. Sounds like that's a lot of fun. Papa's Place was saying hit all the bars as well. I'm not a huge drinker. You guys probably know that, unless it's got tea in it. But I will have a few drinks. Go to McDonald's. M&M peanuts. Yeah, Phil. There's an answer. I appreciate that, Robin. I will try to have a great time on vacation. Should be good. I'm excited to go, and a little nervous as well. So going to a new country, it'll be fun. It'll be fun going and getting some stamps on my passport. I do have a few stamps. I have Canada, the eastern side of Canada, and I have Argentina and Chile, and what's the other place called? Peru. Yeah, Peru. And that was all on I was just looking at my passport. The reason why I remember is we went on an awesome rafting trip. If you guys are ever interested in going on an amazing rafting trip, this is a trip where most people use it as their bucket list if you're a rafting kind of person. We kind of did it backwards. We went to one of the world's largest rapids, kind of as not our beginning rapids, but not the first time we had rafted whitewater, but this stuff was huge. I thought I was going to die every day on the water. And I mean it, I don't mean it so much like I was going to die, but I kind of felt like, man, this shit will fucking kill you like instantly, like big water. Well, we would consider like threes, you know, they're considering ones. And it was some gnarly water. Like that, old timers, gnarly, baby. But it was a trip of a lifetime. It was something that my wife and I did. Our kids were young, a couple years old, and we're like, we need to go do something for ourselves. And it was an amazing trip. But we booked it with BOBO, BIO, and they do trips all over the world. They basically travel and follow the summers, and these guys are top-notch instructors. One guy was his name's Alex. He does documentaries for what the hell's the name of it? National Geographics, but he does all rafting stuff. He's so good that they send him to basically map out new rivers. The guy's amazing. Well, these guys basically are the guys that are going to save your ass if you fall out of the rafts, and they are top notch. There's one guy named Stan, and all over the world. Great. They're not instructors. They're, what would you call them? They're not tour guides either, but you know, the top notch people. So BOBO is the name of the place expedition, and it's an amazing journey. it was fun just getting there. But you're in the middle of, you finally get to Argentina. You're on the Fu River, and if it's something that you feel adventurous and want to take a friend or a spouse, you will never regret it. It was an amazing journey. The water was like turquoise, kind of like this color, and you slept in these tents, these canvas tents with a full real bed in it and all this stuff, and they'd bring coffee to you in the morning and stuff, but you're right on the edge of the water in these really cool tents. They had a bar set up, beautiful bar, dance thing, and all this kind of stuff. It was really cool. And it was the first time I ever seen a wood burning jacuzzi. I definitely want to get one of those, because especially living out here, we got plenty of water and we got plenty of firewood. So I want one of those. Big Papa's in the house. Let's see what we got going on here. I used to go down to Mexico a lot when I was running drugs. Yeah, when you're in Panama. That's true. Let's see. I got my passport right here. It has a picture of me 15 years old. That's awesome. It's kind of funny because our kids, we got them passports. I don't remember what year it was, a few years ago, but they're young. They're still obviously good, but they're, you know, quite a few years younger, and that's kind of a crack up. One kid's got like 2 teeth, and you know, they're just silly looking when you look back at those old pictures. People on Hangouts start talking about doxing. I show them my passport and driver's license. Doxing. I've heard of that term. Why can't I think of what that is? No, I won't even let them hold the damn things. Man, I could not imagine not letting my kid back into the country. I'd freak the hell out. Now, I am going to take pictures, all my credit cards, the back of the credit cards. I'm going to take pictures of the passports. We did 2 photocopies. My wife's got one, and I got one of each of their birth certificates. And anything else I should do? So pictures of my passports, my driver's license, my credit cards in case I get lost. I can call the numbers on the back. Doxing or releasing, doxing, releasing someone's name and address on YouTube. Oh, got it. That makes sense. Yeah, you don't want to show any of that stuff. But is there anything else you guys can think of? I was trying to think, because I got the kids copies of their birth certificates, pictures of the passports, all the credit cards, not all of them, like there's a bunch, but a copy of the credit cards, or a picture of the credit cards, front and back. Trying to think of anything else. This is why you're here to help me. 7 brains are better than 1, right? And Papa, you are crazy. Papa's right. Pops is crazy. Man, he's been shooting really good lately. Can't believe it. Congratulations, Pops. Kind of getting fed up with it, though. Call it cheating. Daniel, God is my judge, is here, and he has lots to say. If any of you guys want a link, I'll put a link out there if you're interested. Might as well have a little fun here. Turn this into a train wreck. I like it. I like train wrecks. So I'm going to do it. Let's see. See what kind of craziness we can get. I'm going to put it right here in the... There we go. Come join. If you're an asshole, you're going to get booted. Daniel's probably traveled all over the world, and he could give me some pointers on all of his bountiful knowledge. Someone get in here so I can go get an iced tea, because I'm either I'm going to take a 3-minute break and go get an iced tea, or someone's got to come in here and help me out. I didn't know I'd be talking this long. So I'm going to definitely check out the Canadian Prepper umbrella. Sounds like a battle stick with a fan on the end of it. Tell me if the link works. Leave your knife at home. Yes, I know. I got it right here. Love this knife. If you guys want a great knife, Microtech. This is the LUDT in brown. Unless you want to get all crazy, coyote brown. But it is one badass knife. Go to Ireland. They got better beer. I will go to Ireland and I will drink beer. You know what's kind of cool? This is one thing my son and I have been talking about for months now. I finally had his birthday last month. And was it last month or this month? 6. This month. And so in certain countries or states or whatever the hell it's called, places that we're going, like Ireland and Scotland and all that crap, you can drink beer at the age of 16. So I will be having, hopefully, his first beer with him. So it'll be a great, memorable thing. I think it'll be cool. He kind of thinks it'll be cool too, having his first beer with old dad at the age of 16. So that's going to be pretty badass, I think. That'll be pretty cool. So I'm going to give them the worst, shittiest beer they make. It's going to be some hot, warm, nasty, looks like coffee. And I'm going to say, yeah, this is the, the lightest. It looks dark, but it's the lightest one. You're going to like this one. And he's going to drink it. And he's going to go, this tastes like ass. And then hopefully he never drinks beer again. At least till he's 21. Tell me what you guys think about that. And then I'm going to go over to Jameson, where they're actually making the whiskey, and I'm going to have me a nice couple shots of whiskey. Don't go walking near the moors when it's full moon. What is that? Moors. What's that, by the water? I don't know what any of this shit is. Moors. It's amore. I think my daughter loves IPA. Hopefully she's 21 or at least 18. Yeah, but I'm excited, man. It's going to be fun. First beers together. Old, father and son. It'll be pretty awesome. I'm going to get him that dark ass, nasty, warm beer. And he's probably going to just drink it like it's like nothing. And I'm going to be like, what the hell? Oh, she's 34. Yep, IPAs. I'm a light beer kind of guy. If I got to drink beer, I like the stuff that where it looks like it came out is basically what it looks like in the bottle. I'm kind of liking that stuff. American Werewolf in London, knucklehead. Ah, gotcha. You know what? I'd rather see that than freaking. That'd be kind of cool to see. I'll get that on video. A werewolf, my friend. What you talking about, Rick? Guinness is best at room temperature. See, I cannot drink that shit. American Werewolf in London. You want to scare him off beer, give him a lukewarm Heineken. Okay. Whatever works. I just got to scare him off long enough to get through high school, hopefully college, and then he can make bad decisions after that. He's a good kid, though. Been lucky. All right. Warm Heineken. I'll have to remember that. But I figure that'll do it. I mean, if I was 16 years old and someone handed me a beer and it was a warm Heineken or a warm Guinness, hell, anything warm. I know people like their beer warm. I know they drink it warm. But that is just nasty. Yep, lukewarm Heineken. Definitely going to do that. So has anybody been over there? Anybody seen anything? We're going to try the Eiffel Tower deal. I think we're going to eat lunch under it or something. So that'll be cool. He's probably been drinking since he was 14. I started at 12. Yeah, man, I swear everything everything we did at say 16 or whatever, you know, they're doing it 13. It's getting younger and younger and younger and younger. Hell, you see freaking 13-year-olds that are pregnant. I mean, that's just ridiculous. It's like a kid having a kid. But thanks, Daniel, for telling me he's probably already been drinking. Really appreciate that. But you know what? At the end of the day, I can't say that he hasn't. So I'm not with him 24/7. There is beer in the refrigerator right over there. So if he's smart, though, he drinks sweet tea for sure. Or you could always just pour salt in whatever beer you give him, then tell him. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, all the beer tastes like this. Half a salt shaker in a beer. I like it. Why does it bubble so much? Oh, that's just what it does. that is a good one. I like that. I like that. Looking forward to doing some shooting when I get back. I want to be jonesing for pulling a trigger, man. It's going to suck. It'll be fun because it'll be a long vacation, but I like to shoot. Just being gone at work for 10 days sucks. When I get home, I feel like, man, I need to go shoot. That is funny, Zach. What's some of the did any of your parents pull any pranks on your ass when you guys were younger? Or you're like, son of a, and you didn't know till later? Like, I'll give you a good example. Is one of my uncles, I don't think he was a magician, but he was like really good at basically tricking you. So he, you know those little potatoes? I don't know what they're called, but they're basically just little potatoes that are, you know, they're big, like, you know, size of a golf ball or smaller, a little bit smaller. He had convinced me that he pulled it out of my ear. You know, they like, you know, like someone would say, oh, like I found a quarter out of your ear. Well, he's like, you know, like pushing and like making, you know, so it's like kind of hurting the ear a little bit. And then poof, out magically pops this little freaking potato when I was a kid. And I thought for a long time, I'm like, how the hell did a potato get in my ear? Don't be surprised if my channel's taken down when you get back. Kind of mulling it over. Ah, why? Why? This is where we hang out, Daniel. This is where all the magic happens, buddy. Maybe you're busy. Maybe life is busy, and I totally understand that. You know, family first and all that kind of stuff. There was a good video that Red October did about YouTube and divorces. And we're way off the topic of UK traveling and shit, but it's a good video. Check it out. I mean, you know, there's a point where we put too much time and effort into YouTube, and we kind of, in one way, take away from our family. You know, sometimes, you know, we'll be family hiking or whatever, and I'll be trying to videotape and shit. And at the end of the day, I mean, it probably wasn't the best idea. I probably should have been hanging out with the family. But, you know, I was trying to basically get behind them and video and talk about whatever. And, but I'm kind of excluding them as well. Or I'm excluding myself from their family fun when I should be doing it. But, so it's something to think about. I mean, there's times when my wife's like, oh, you know, and, but I enjoy doing this. You know, I work hard, I play hard, and this is my social, just relax, turn it down, have fun with you guys. I mean, most of you guys I've talked with before, talked a lot with. I know Daniel, you know, I've talked to him on the phone a few times. You know, this is where we interact as friends that we would have never met in any other way. You know, because all of us live in different parts of the world. Hey, Z, Patriot, thanks for showing up. And it's kind of a cool thing. I mean, I never would have met Pop's Quest. You know, I've hung around Pops for quite a while now. We shot quite a few times. Been to his the the farm a couple times and so on. It's just great meeting people. Coda Boy, TR Prepper, there's a bunch of them. Bad Billy 429, so on. All the guys have been at the farm. But this is what this is moving from a state that I grew up in and know a ton of people to, and then moving over here and not really trying to go out there and meet a bunch of people. I don't really want a lot of friends. I'd rather have a few good friends. I don't know what your guys' opinion on that is, but back where I grew up, I had friends that I knew from kindergarten, basically, and they would do anything for me, and I would do anything for them. And it was great to have that core group of guys that you had. I mean, it's always nice to have, acquaintances, or, just friends or whatever you want to call them. But then you have that core group of people, and I have a few that are here in North Carolina, but it's not like it was back in California. So I do this as my way to hang out with you guys and have fun, get to communicate and all that kind of stuff. Free lows in the house. Super Court Justice. Yeah, we do. I saw that. It flashed up on my phone. What was his name? His name was Anthony Kennedy is retiring from the Supreme Court, giving President Trump a key vacancy to fill. The Hill. So that's another bonus. But yeah, Daniel, if that's something you need to do, maybe don't shut the channel down. Just let her roll and don't put anything on there for a while. And come back when you get a chance, when you get some free time. Or maybe you're just done and fed up with it. I don't know. But either way, I wish you luck and hope to see you and talk to you soon. Let's see. I saw this morning. Yeah, so. Yeah, I just saw it a little while ago. It popped on my screen on news. What the hell? Shit. Something changed with the Supreme Court. I've been under a rock all day. I don't know if it's Supreme Court. Yeah, Supreme Court. So, news top stories as of an hour ago. Let's see. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. Kennedy announces, so this dude right there announces retirement from Supreme Court. So Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy announced on Wednesday, which is today, that he is retiring after more than 30 years on the court, kicking off what is sure to be a vicious confirmation battle. Kennedy informed the president of his decision effective July 31st. So he'll be retiring pretty soon. Court spokesman said he personally delivered to the White House on Wednesday. Well, blah, 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 and lots more blah, blah, blah. So it's been an honor and so on and so forth. But yeah, so that's crazy. A lot to fill that spot, which is cool. Trump saying he can fill it with who he feels is good. Let's see, something changed, same thing. So other than that, don't have much more to say. I was kind of hoping you guys had some more information on traveling to the UK. But if not, hey, we had a good time anyways, for sure. I hope Pontus waits until after November to make a nomination. Yeah, that'd be good. Let's see. So I maybe come back as a ghost. Got some issues, medical, legal, related to medical. And there's just some really strange people out there. Not all. Yep. Once you welcome your world to the YouTube, you do find a few. Crazies, but you're always dealing with crazies, anyways. Daniel's out there helping people that are, were or are addicted to drugs, and he's preaching the word of the Lord and helping them out, and he's doing a good job out there. Stay the hell out of London. It's infested with full-on Sharia Muslim terrorists in training. See, and that's what I've been hearing, and that's I've been trying not to get all crazy with being worried about it, but I'm like, I don't want. See, I have a 13-year-old beautiful daughter. She's very pretty, and I'm gonna have to fucking kill people if they start messing with her. That's the reason why I was asking about, different ways of umbrellas and shit, because I heard that they're stealing kids and turning them into what are they called, rape, or not rape things, hookers or whatever you call them, and that kind of stuff, and that is not going to fly. So I'm a little worried about that. We will be there. We have the option of not getting off the ship, but more than likely my wife is, not that she's in charge, but this is her trip. She has well, we all know she's in charge. There's places she's been waiting to go for 20 years. So more than likely we're going to go there, and I might just go to I don't know, maybe they got, I guess it'd be illegal though. If you went to I don't know what they have over there, but a hardware store and bought some kind of, Harry's holster. There he is, the man, the myth. Just watch the neighborhoods you're in and you'll be good. See, that's good information as well. Yeah, so if I stay, supposedly Bald and Curious is still there or just got back. If I stay in the normal, what the hell am I going to be called? A tourist. If I stay in the tourist areas, then he said I should be fine. But Bald and Curious is like fucking 9 feet tall, big gorilla some bitch. Ain't nobody messing with that guy. You know what I mean? So he probably doesn't worry about nothing anyways. Me, on the other hand, I'm only 6'7", so I might have exaggerated a little there. 5'8". So, I'll have a lot to worry about. So, especially with no gun, no knife. I won't get my freaking badass appendix carry holster from Harry's Holster. This thing is freaking badass. I got to show you how badass it is. This holster right here, appendix carry, and I don't know what the hell this thing's called. The blade? Tell me what's up, Harrison. Blade? I did run the extended one, and then there's this rubber piece here. See, I'm all excited to talk about guns. But this really does do what it says, and it pushes that. It's freaking awesome, Harry. Thing's badass. It really does push it, the grip of the gun, into your belly. And this is way more comfortable than I thought it would be. I was a little worried because I got a belly. Yeah, I got a belly. See, I'm afraid to show that shit. But what's kind of nice about having a belly is from your belly, the shirt falls down flat, right? So that's a good tactical reason to have a belly. Now, if you guys all agree with me, give me a thumbs up on that. Tactical belly. Think about it. Helps conceal your gun. But I was wearing this in the car. I sat and got my hair cut with it. I barbecued with it, had it all day on yesterday. I've only been back home for a few days. And this showed up a couple days ago, I think it was. But the limited time that I have worn this, it has worked really, really well. And it comes with so many different ways to attach it. Whether you like the belt loops, whether you like the single clip, whether you want a tuckable clip. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do a great video on this when I get back from the UK and wear it a little more and give it a little more. But the fit of this thing is phenomenal. I've never seen a holster. Right there you can see where he has gone out of his way to make it where the mag release is protected, but it's also on both sides, and it's like perfect. So the right says belly helps with concealment. The guys with smaller hard bellies have issues with the belly pushing the gun out. Flat stomach, little bit of belly fat, and soft bellies do well with it. Yeah, so this thing's really cool because it basically is pushing it into your body. And then this right here, what's really crazy, Harrison, is I was running the one with the belt loops with no belt on it because there's enough contact here and here. It would draw 100% of the time, and never would I worry about it coming out, just for having this little, you still haven't answered that question, I don't think. Oh, the claw on there. I was not worried about it coming out. I was at home, so I wasn't like, I put a belt on when I went places, but very, very well done. The holster, I have a shit ton of holsters, guys. And if Harry's holster sucked ass, I would just not say anything about the holster. I don't want to sit there and bash somebody over it. But if they make a great product, I'm gonna tell you it's a great product, and I'm you can honestly know that I'll never lie to you about shit like that, or anything for that matter. This is a very, very, very good holster. So enough of that. Well done, thank you. And I got to order one for another gun. And I don't want to tell you what gun it is because you'll probably send it to me or something. I want to buy it. But yeah, great stuff. See, AZ Patriot, look up the Slugger umbrella. Oh, there we go. Another umbrella. Yeah. Slugger umbrella. I might get one of those shipped overnight. That'd be kind of cool. Now, does that one have a big, like, I don't want to try to look at it right now because my internet's not that great. And then, it shuts down this whole deal or whatever. But I will definitely look it up for sure. I appreciate all your guys' help with that too. I got they were talking about the Canadian Prepper umbrella, and then I got AZ Patriot talking about the Slugger umbrella as well. So have a good one, Zach. Appreciate you showing up. Appreciate you commenting and giving some great helpful insight to having fun. And we all learned a little bit from some of the stuff you said, so appreciate that. Thanks again for showing up. But yeah, I'm excited. I think we got those little European plug things so we don't blow our shit up, so we can plug in our 110 stuff into their walls. So we got 3 of those. Other than that, I think we're good to go. It's going to be an exciting adventure. Mean green leather hot tamale. Mean Gene leather hot tamale. Mean Gene leather hot tamale. It almost makes me sound like Gene from the Hot Pots in here. If he is, I don't see him anywhere. Nordic resilience. European major cities are usually pretty safe around tourist areas at daytime. Wouldn't worry too much about it. Pickpockets probably the biggest risk. I have heard that too. See, that's good information. I forgot all about that. Yeah, those guys got quite a few different scams going. I was watching one video of all the pickpocketing and all the shit that goes on. So that's good to bring that back to my mind. We are bringing bringing credit cards and cash, and God, I'd hate to get my wallet stolen. That would suck. But if you ever rob me, guys, you don't want my wallet, because I don't put money in my wallet. Most of the time it's in my front pocket. So just in case you want to rob me, that's where it'll be. Now, if you ask me for my wallet, sometimes I do carry, I don't have it on me now, but a wallet pistol. So you might end up with a bad case of holes in yourself. If something happens in a tourist area, it'll likely be White House down. It'll likely be White House down proportion. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Again, excited but nervous. Oh, I'm not a world traveler per se, so I'm not too good at that. But thanks, Jeff, on the pickpocketers. And who else said that? Nordic. So thanks. Any other things I should look out for? Go see, not do. He was. I saw Bald and Curious was on some glass bridge somewhere that looked kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to see. White House down. I remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really sad I don't get to at least have a knife. Shit, in California you can have a knife. So, do you think these are socially acceptable to have? Carrying them around in your back pocket? Good pair of channel locks can knock some teeth out for sure. You think it'd be okay, or you think the cop? I just like, man, I gotta go. I got a plumbing job down the street. You think you think these would work? Saying it's not likely anything will happen, but if it does, you'll be screwed. I know. I will be screwed. I'd rather deal with Somali pirates on my cruise ship than freaking some grid down world chaos and I'm stuck in the UK. Maybe I'll go and save Tommy Robinson. Maybe I'll go get him out of jail. Maybe I'll use these channel locks and we will figure out a way to get his ass out of jail. Basically, those guys are trying to do Sharia law everywhere, right? So they're running around in chaos and do whatever the hell they want. And the police, the UK police, are letting them do whatever they want because, one, I don't think they have enough police officers to control that, or they're trying to keep from things getting rioted. Buy a cheap kitchen knife at a store, make a duct tape cardboard sheath. So you can't have a knife, though. I'd hate to be stuck in a UK jail. That's the shitty part. I mean, you can't bring a knife. You can go buy a knife, but you still can't have a knife. 4 p.m. high tea. Take your wife for tea and crumpets. She will like that. Crumpets. I've heard of it. That's like a donut or some shit, isn't it? Or not, like a English, not an English muffin, almost like a Pop-Tart, right? Is that what a crumpet is? See, I don't know any of this shit, guys. I'm from America. I don't eat crumpets. I don't know. It's funny when somebody is speaking English right next to you and you're thinking, what language is that? Yeah, I'm going to be doing that for sure. I'm going to be doing that for sure. Like, what the hell did he say? There's a lot of languages over there too, though, I think. Isn't there a lot of people from parts of Africa and that kind of stuff that are coming over? You actually know what that means. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. I think it's. Does anybody really know what what is it called? A crumpet? Crumpets. It's like a Pop-Tarty thing or something like that, right? Welsh. 10-1. Oh shit! Here we go. Harry Salter. 5 ISIS guys with AKs. You take them out and kill them with their own guns. 10-1. You serve prison time unless Trump intervenes. No rights to self-defense there. Yeah, once I get in national waters, though, international waters will be good. Honestly, I think I'd rather deal with Somalian pirates because there's only like 5 of those little shit bags that try to jump on a thing. And you got to think cruise ship. Hell, there's got to be at least 5 Americans that are willing to fight for all these people. So I'll be one of them. And we'll hopefully win, right? So now it's not one of those boats that just has all the boxes and there's only like 20 people on a boat or whatever. This is, this is a cruise ship. There should be at least couple thousand people on this thing. But yeah, your Trump intervenes. There's no rights to your self-defense there. See, that's what I'm worried about. You don't have freedom of speech as far as I know. And the police are basically cowardice when it comes to some certain ethnic groups and them doing stupid shit. and doing illegal stuff, and you got you can't talk about anything. So I'll be interested to see how crazy this is going to be. You guys will probably see me in jail. I'll be like videoing something, and I was videoing something that I wasn't supposed to, and then all of a sudden you'll have Tommy Robinson, I think that's his name, and then Rick, which no one will know. Let's see. Unbreakable Umbrella is another one to look up into. Website's the same with com. Okay. Unbreakableumbrella.com. That's pretty sad we're stuck to having a damn umbrella. Unbreakableumbrella.com. All right. These are great. This is great stuff, guys. Definitely. Robin Jones, which I think's still in here. She's commenting on my sweet tea video, my mafia video. How's she doing that? She must have got out of this one. So I went to visit Welsh town by myself, college town. All I saw were Muslims and Chinese. All signs were in Welsh. I thought the Muslims had taken over. Looked like Arabic writing. See, I'm not dealing with that shit. That's not going to be good. And I'm going to probably do some freaking stupid comment. It's going to turn into something stupid. But wish me luck. Big Al's here. Have fun. Remember the saying, mad dogs and Englishmen lying in the sun. Always cloudy and rains a bunch. Be sure to understand the exchange rate. Yeah, there's another damn thing I got to figure out, the exchange rate. And that's like the stock market. Doesn't it go up and down each day or something? Like you never know what it's going to be at. If someone comes for tea and crumpets, use your umbrella on them. If someone's going to bring me tea, I'm not going to hit them with that umbrella. Unless they didn't bring any sugar, then all bets are off. What? Bring medication on ship. If you have to go to ship doctor, they will confine you to a cabin for glue or anything else. Oh, flu probably. Yeah, I have heard that. Have you guys heard that it is cheaper? Like, say you have an elderly mother or father, and you know they're in good condition per se, but they're say they need a rest home, you know, because someone needs to make them food and that kind of shit. I've heard, and I kind of believe it to be true, but you can actually, cost-wise, because they have a doctor on board, it's cheaper for them to go cruise all over the place than it is to be in a rest home. So is that pretty cool or what? I'm not going to live that long, but that would be cool. You travel all over the place. You wake up. All of a sudden, you're somewhere else, and you're like, this is freaking badass. And the whole time, they may not even know where they're at. Oh, here we go. Tea and crumpets is just tea with unsweetened pancakes. Unsweetened pancakes? That's because they use the sugar to go in the tea, hopefully. So it's an unsweetened pancake. So it's a pancake until you put shit on it, right? Because the only way it'd be sweet is if you had like a chocolate chip one or blueberry or some shit. See, I'm not into pancakes. I'd rather have a breakfast burrito with potatoes, eggs, and some meat, some cheese, and some salsa. Philo's laughing it up. Let's see. A man once sitting at a table enjoying his tea and crumpets. Another man, seeing him, jumped up on the table and took a dump. I'm coming for tea and crumpets. I'm coming for tea and crumpets. What the hell? Did I not read that? A man once sat, probably, at a table enjoying his tea and crumpets. Another man, seen him, jumped up on the table and took a dump. I'm coming for tea and crumpets. I don't know, Jeff. I don't get it. English food sucks, so go eat fish and chips. Yeah, I know. That's a whole nother thing. Got to eat their food. There's no Mexican food. Gonna be not very happy about that. Yeah, see, Big Al doesn't get it either. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world for sure, but I don't, unless it's like the beginning of a joke and there's still more, but he has to type the rest of it, I'm completely lost. I don't understand what you're saying, man. Usually some sort of clotted cream and fruit preserves. Ah, got it. Yeah, I'm not interested in their food. I'm gonna eat mostly on the cruise ship. If they say I'm coming for tea and crumpets. Oh. If they say they're coming for tea and crumpets, it means they're going to take a dump on your dinner table. Someone's gonna get stabbed with a fucking steak knife. Let's see. If you see a horse on the entrance of a restaurant, they serve horse meat. Oh, geez. Well, that's a good thing to know, too. I don't want to eat no damn horse. All right. I'm hoping to see a big old statue of a big old steer. Proper English fish and chips is delicious. They also have pretty awesome street food seen in London. Yeah, I'm not into the horse meat deal. I think I'd rather eat kangaroo than horse. For sure. It's probably not even bad. That's the problem. You know, I'm saying something, but I haven't tried it. It just doesn't sound right. So I'm being critical of something I haven't tried. So maybe I'll try some horse meat and give you guys a report on how good it is or how horrible it is. Or maybe you guys have had it. Maybe you can tell me to stand clear of that shit. Let's see. We got thanks for that information, Big L. Proper English fish. Okay, I read that one. Good Indian food, though. Yeah, it's because like there's 50. I don't know. Best Indian food in the world is in London. But Indian food is it's all that curry stuff, right? It's almost, is it like Thai? Not Thai, but kind of where they use the same curry and those different spices. Horse meat is fine, just like beef, but more lean. Oh, so AZ Patriots got it. So he says it's good. Horse meat is fine. Is it a red meat? I guess it would be. Yeah, should be. Visit some British gun stores. Yes, they do exist. They do? Eris 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for showing up. That would be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to talk to some of those guys that kind of all their gun law stuff would be fun. They probably have shooting ranges then. I would assume, obviously. You will not find horse meat in You will not find horse meat in the probably. Why won't you find horse is very good as long as you don't know what it is. Oh, there you go. See, I'll be blind knowledgeable anyways when it comes to that stuff. In the UK, got it. I'll say they don't serve horse meat no more, is what Eris is saying. So maybe you got to look for the horse in front of the restaurant to find horse meat. Maybe that's what. Who was that? Who was saying that? Philo? Somebody was saying that. Our man's Big Al. Ask the custom agent in Heathrow to be careful with your bags so not to scratch your AR. That'd be awesome. Please don't drop that. you're gonna you're gonna damage my scope on my rifle. I mean, on my umbrella. Indian curry is just their versions of gravy. About 14 different spices. Depends on the region of India or if it's from the UK. Yeah, see, I like spicy. Like, I like really hot, spicy stuff, but it's the flavor. Now I'm talking about Thai because I don't eat Indian food. But their spicy is way. It's not even about spicy. It's the flavoring mixed with the spicy that just makes my ass freaking shit through a screen door for some reason. Never sold horse meat here. People love horses here. Not illegal, but never seen it. So Eris is from the UK then, it sounds like. Never sold. Eris, are you from the UK? Is there something that I should really check out while I'm there? I mean, I'm going to be in a bunch of places. You know, all the normal places everybody's going to go. Where in the UK will you be? I will be all over the hell and back. Where's my phone at? I will be in. I will be in. Dun, dun, dun. I will be all of these places. It's probably not very so I'll be at Belfast, Dublin, Cork, Guernsey, Paris, London, Edinburgh, in what the hell does that say? Inverness, Loch Ness, and Scotland, Glasgow, Liverpool, Paris, and London. So let's see. Best Indian food in Texas. Big Fish and Chips is in San Francisco. Best French food is in Canada. How many of you guys eat? Years ago, our neighbor used to live in Canada. Came down, and the whole fry and gravy thing, like that's delicious. The fries and French fries and brown gravy, that is like right up my alley. I love that shit. Let's see. It's not necessarily spicy, Rick. It's about very bold flavor. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to say that, AZ. They didn't have many ways to preserve meat over in India, so they created food with strong flavors to cover the rancid flavor. That makes sense. Good information. Thanks, AZ. You're always a good plethora of knowledge, Mr. AZ. You always got those good answers. Indian tacos, maybe. See, like, I don't know, this is probably racist, but the way, like, you know, there's Indians, right? But, like, when you're trying to figure out what Indian it is, like, you know, American Indian or, I don't know, Indian, you know, it's like the red dot or the feather is kind of like, when someone's trying to figure that out or whatever, I'll like red dot or feather, like, and it's not to be racist, it's just to hurry up and figure out which one we're talking about, because so I don't know what your guys' opinion is on that, but it's just way faster to just go, okay, which one? Let's see. So Indian tacos, so Native American tacos are the bomb. They're fry bread. See, I know a lot about Native American stuff. And the Indian taco, per se, that's what they call it, basically. But it's fry bread, which is like an unsweetened donut. No, not really a donut. It's like a flat bread, but it's just like real yummy. And then you put, you know, ground meat or shredded meat, lettuce, tomato, beans, and rice, not rice, lettuce, beans, tomato, cheese, whatever. And that is a lot of fun. Yeah, Jeff, that's, you know, dot or feather. Makes it fast, makes it, you know, because, like, my wife can tell a 5-minute story in 35 minutes. So I'm like, yeah, come on, fuck, let's get this shit rolling because I know I got another 25 minutes of this crap. So move on. Like that part really isn't going to be important, like what they were wearing or their shoes or any of that stupid shit. Like just get going with the point here, lady. I'm sure you probably know somebody like that. Hell, I'm doing that right now, talking about nothing really. Same basic thing in India, Rick, but they're called paratha or dosa. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but depending on the style, paratha is more of a fry bread style. You see, that's probably really good. Maybe I'll go to an Indian place, a red dot Indian place, and try one of those parathas. See, and that's the good thing is at the end of the day, it's all the same materials. You got your flours, you got your different spices, and they spice it up their way and stuff. But at the end of the day, if I can pull off a freaking fry bread Indian taco basically and get that shit over there, that'll be kind of the closest thing to Mexican food as I'll probably get. So that's why AZ Patriot's giving me some good information here. Let's see. Philo says, I used to always tell security to be careful when they check my luggage. Oh, yeah, I read that one. No, I didn't. Check my luggage because it was infested with scorpions where I was. A few times they fell for it, put on gloves and everything. That's awesome. Paratha. That's good shit. Oh, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try one of those. French fries, cheese curds, and covered in brown gravy. What's the poutine? Poutine. Almost said poutine. Let's see. Indian tacos. How long have I been yapping for, guys? Probably a while. You guys are, what's today? Today's Wednesday. You guys might be at work. You got 7 watching and 4 thumbs ups. You guys are, I got a C- right now. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Poutine. Poutine is the stuff you were talking about. Your Canadian neighbor. Oh, that's what that shit's called. French fries. See, I didn't have it with cheese curds. That's probably because you can't find that stuff out there. Covered in brown. Yeah, see, that is just a big bowl of yumminess right there. Poutine. Do they have that out there in the UK? I know it's a Canadian thing, right? Or is it maybe you can get that stuff out there. No, I'll definitely eat that. Maybe with a little sprinkle bit of horse meat on top or something. Poutine. Get my protein from poutine. Nice. Paratha. All right. Well, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. I don't know. I don't really have much more stuff to talk about. You guys gave me a lot of great information. I was honest when I said I wrote all those down. So I'm definitely going to be looking at the unbreakableumbrella.com, the Canadian Prepper umbrella, and the Slugger umbrella. Oh, it's only in Canada. Well, shit. I will be in Maine tomorrow. I wonder if they got it in Maine. Going to Maine first, actually. Dun, dun, dun. Poutine. All right. Well, you guys, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I learned a lot. Hopefully you learned a little bit about something. And it was definitely entertaining. At least watching all your guys' comments. Great comments, by the way. And other than that, I always appreciate when you guys show up. It means a lot. It means a lot that when I turn live, I get a couple of people that'll pop up. And sometimes we get more, sometimes we get less. And today we got a little bit more. And it's fun. I enjoy conversing with you guys and interacting with you. I haven't met all of you guys in person, but a few of you I have. So that's always an enjoyment. So you guys take care. Let's see. I grew up in Detroit, and we still had to cross the river to get it. Oh man, great stuff to. Oh yeah, that'll get you fat quick. But again, thank you guys. Appreciate it. AZ Patriot, great comments. Learned a lot from you today. And you guys stay safe. Have a wonderful summer. If you can, get out with your families or by yourself, have some fun, enjoy the hopefully warm weather, and maybe catch a fish or whatever you want to do. You're okay for a limp-wristed 40 Smith. I knew something funny was going to show up right there. And then, but other than that, I enjoyed it. You guys take care. And of course, 40 Smith & Wesson is the caliber of choice for a minority of people. See you guys. Have a great day.